Hi, my name is Carla Moore, and you may not know me, but I'm here to talk to you about the Help JA Children campaign that's going on now to raise awareness about violence against children, but specifically sexual assault against children in Jamaica. Before I talk about anything, I want to talk to the people who are skeptical about this campaign because I was skeptical as well. When it came up, I was like, okay, here we go, it's another 9-day talk because Jamaicans are very good at doing that. We're very good at finding something, being very committed to it, being very upset about it for 9 days, and then we'll move on because, well, we don't really want to hear about that again. And I had those concerns. I actually spoke to the promoters, and I found out that they really have some good ideas about what it is that they want to do. And they're working at the level of like policy change in terms of how we report and deal with assault against children in Jamaica. They're serious about it. And that's why I feel comfortable talking to you and asking you to support them. And I thought about it from another angle as well. And I said, well, what if the only thing that they do is actually build awareness around this thing? Would it be the worst thing in the world if the only thing that they did was to get us to talk about something that we all know but don't want to talk about? Because very often we kill people, we shut them down when they come up with something and they want to try something new because we pile all of our expectations on them and this assumption that they must do everything, and we use that to basically dissuade them from even trying anything because they cannot possibly handle all of the expectations of the public, when the fact is that it's not their job to do everything. A part of it is our job. Eventually the responsibility is going to have to pass from them to us. There's not enough of them to be in every community with every child, but there are enough of us if we're serious about it to get this job done. So if the only thing that them do is have this rally and we walk up and down in the hot sun and chant about how the children are getting raped, and somebody listen and say, so one little people in my community and that are go on, and say them have a hotline and it's confidential and say I can call, then it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. So what exactly is happening in Jamaica? I'll try to make it brief. An article came out where they said that 7,000 children have been sexually assaulted in Jamaica in the past 4 years. More than 7,000, closer to 8. So that's roughly 2,000 children a year. That's a high school. Go to any high school at the end of the school day and watch all of those people file past you. Take account of how many people you see. That's the number of people that are sexually assaulted in Jamaica on a yearly basis. And I mean, that's the ones that are reported. And it's not the children that you're looking at in the high school. It's babies as young as 6 months old who are coming into hospitals with gonorrhea and syphilis and HIV and other diseases that babies don't get unless they're being sexually abused by adults. There's something that has to be done. The country cannot continue like this. We cannot continue to leave these people out of the discussion. And very often we want to talk about the sufferers and the people who have no money and everybody who have it hard and everybody have a scratch and whatever for try and make a dollar out of 15 cents. But this thing is happening to children across class and economic and all other type of boundaries. So you're a sufferer. You're a 6-year-old sufferer. You're a 6-year-old sufferer and a big man just rape you, and you want somebody to tell her you can't tell nobody because you feel everybody could blame you, and say somebody knows it happened to you, but them not said nothing because enough of them business. And it's one of the things that they talked about in the article. Jamaica have this informal fed culture where we are taught that everybody must mind their own business because it can actually be damaging to you, to business, to dip up yourself in other people's business. And for people who might look at it and say, well, oh, that's a ghetto mentality because in form of a dead, we wouldn't even talk like that up here. Cockroach and business in a foul fight. That's a Jamaican adage that I think everybody can respond to. We are taught to mind our own business, but the fact is that even though everybody's house is their own domain, inside of that house there are people, and we're responsible to each other as people. And if you see that there's a person that's being hurt who probably can't speak for themselves, it's your responsibility to speak on that person's behalf. And I know that the way that the thing is set up right now, you could hesitate to call because you're thinking, I take that child out of that house and put that child in the Jamaican foster care system. I don't even know how that system functions or if it even functions and if it's even better for that child. And there are these things that we all have to weigh up when we're making this decision. But the one thing that can be sure is if the child stays in that situation, the child is going to be damaged. And there are people who go through this and they make it out okay, but there's a lot of work that they have to do. And there are a lot of people who don't make it at all. It's time for us to get our priorities straight as Jamaicans. We need to figure out what exactly it is that we're listening to when we hear these stories. I'm sick and tired of hearing that a child comes in and they've been anally assaulted. And the first thing that everybody gets into an uproar about is a bottom man do that because I only bottom man do them something if they have sex with children in them bottom. No. You don't know if the person that did that was straight or gay. What you do know is a person who wanted power, and they sought their power by assaulting this child. What the hell difference does it make whether they're gay or straight? At the end of the day, they're a rapist. I'm sick and tired of hearing the story where you have women who will know that their sons are involved and are sexually assaulting young girls, and will actually come on the radio and say, well, at least him not turn to man. Is that really your priority? Is that really your priority? You'd rather your son be a rapist? What about the girl? What about the girl? Your daughters are important. Your babies are important. Do something. Take a stand. And I know we need to reform the legal system, because we need to account for the things why it is that the woman them now report. If you're a woman and all of your money is coming from this man, and that man decides that he wants to have sex with your daughter as in return for continuing to support you, it's likely that you might say, well, she have got to take one for the team, because it's either she take the little sex at night time and have a full belly, or she do out a road and starve. And these are stressors that people have to deal with. Women don't have anywhere to run when they want to leave, or they feel like they don't have anywhere, they don't know what is even available out there. These are things that we need to work on. You know, when it is that a man is physically abusive to you and emotionally abusive to you, and that man is like a big old gang leader, when him decides that him want to take your child and rape the child, and you want to take that child away from him, the full force of whatever power him have is going to come down on you. So we need to account for all of these other things, and it's very easy to begin to feel like it's hopeless, like there's no way to start because all of everything just mess up and there's nowhere to begin. But we can't give in to hopelessness, because while we are busy giving into hopelessness, there are people who didn't even have a chance to even know what hope feel like. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to get preachy, and I don't want to get over emotional on the thing. All I'm saying is, do what you can do. And one of the things that you can do is you can go to this rally on May 1st. At Bustamante Children's Hospital, and you can walk down the road with them, and you can have conversations with people around you, and you can keep your eyes open. And when your eyes are open, you can call. If you're worried about your confidentiality, because I know it's a thing, you don't know who will come knock down your door because you met the wrong phone call, and as violence increases in Jamaica, it becomes more of a problem. There's a confidential hotline. Them not call you back, them not trace your number. Just call and tell them what's going on, because children are important. If we hope to get anywhere, all of our hopes are projected onto them, and we're damaging them. There's no future for us if there's no future for them. You know what I'm saying? Do something. Make a call. Try a thing. No Jamaica left behind is what I always say, and children are Jamaicans too. The rally is May 1st at noon. I'm going to give you all of the information down there about the numbers you can call. Don't turn a blind eye. And cockroach are business in a foul fight, but this is not cockroach and foul. These are humans, and we're all business is one another. That's all I'm saying.